Listen closely, because what I'm about to tell you will shake your heart from the inside out. Don't move, don't scroll, because this is not an ordinary moment. The angels are speaking right now, and they are saying something happened in secret, something you were never supposed to find out, but heaven wants you to know. Someone very close to you took your picture to a psychic. The moment she looked at it, her whole body started to tremble. Her hands shook, her voice broke, she could barely hold the photo, because what she felt was not from this world. She whispered words that shocked everyone in the room. She said, "This person is not normal. This person carries heaven's mark. They are chosen, protected, destined for greatness, and nothing on earth can steal what belongs to them." Imagine the scene, the psychic shaking, tears in her eyes, staring at your picture, saying to the man holding it, "Do you even know who this person is?" Angels are surrounding them. Light is filling the room. The name on that picture is written in the Book of Miracles. Heaven itself is speaking, saying, "Listen carefully. Don't miss this, because this is the hour where everything about your life begins to shift. Every tear, every battle, every heartbreak was never in vain." The psychic saw chains breaking. She saw doors opening. She saw letters with your name coming from heaven's treasury. She said, "This person's story is about to shock everyone. Stay close, because this is only the beginning." The man holding your picture was frozen, his heart beating fast, his palms sweaty, as the psychic leaned closer, whispering, "This is not just a person. This is a destiny wrapped in fire." The angels began to move. The soundless trumpet blew in the spirit realm. Archangel Michael raised his sword, and every dark power trying to hold you back scattered like dust, because when heaven identifies you, nothing on earth can silence what you are meant to be. The psychic kept speaking. She said, "The light around this soul is not human. They were chosen before birth, called by name even in the womb, marked by God Himself. And now heaven says the time has come. The reason this message found you today is because you are finally ready to hear it. For too long, people called you ordinary while your name was echoing in heaven. God kept saying, 'This one belongs to me. This one will rise at the right time. And child, that time is now.'" The psychic cried as she spoke. She said, "I see doors opening that were locked for years. I see someone who carried pain now carrying power. I see silent tears turning into public laughter. I see enemies watching blessings they cannot stop. Your spirit already knows this. This is why you are hearing it. This is why you couldn't walk away, because the angels want you to stay until the end. More is coming. More is being revealed. Your picture entered a room where the unseen became seen, and your story became a heavenly announcement. The angels were declaring, "This soul carries heaven's signature. No storm, no betrayal, no curse can erase it. Your blessing is signed, sealed, and delivered." The psychic whispered, "I see storms that tried to break them, but instead they became fire that made them stronger. I see angels surrounding them day and night. Archangel Michael himself fighting for them. This is not fantasy. This is truth. Every scar was proof of the battles they survived. Every loss was evidence of how much darkness tried to stop them, but heaven never left them. The psychic said, "I see a crown. I see a table where enemies will watch silently. I see inheritances stolen now being returned. I see golden letters carrying their name, written in fire." Someone brought your picture thinking they would get answers, but what they got was a revelation. The room itself felt heavy because your name carries weight in the spirit realm. Right now, as you hear this, that same atmosphere is surrounding you. Heaven is opening. The veil is lifting. The psychic said, "This soul is on the edge of breakthrough. I see days, not months. Hours, not years. The season has already shifted. What was delayed is now being released." The man holding your picture dropped it because the fire on it was too heavy. Angels lifted it, declaring, "No one can steal what God has sealed." This is why you are here. This is why heaven won't let you scroll away, because there is more to come. The psychic closed her eyes and gasped, "There is more, so much more." She saw your house glowing, angels cleansing every room, sweeping out pain and heaviness, turning it into a place of joy. She said, "Someone who once pretended to love you, someone with hidden intentions, is being erased from your story. Heaven says no counterfeit will share the table I prepared for my chosen one." She said, "This soul carries a destiny bigger than nations. I see their name in heavenly courts. I see Archangel Michael saying, 'This one survived every attack. Now let them rise. Now let them reign.' Heaven is tired of your destiny being delayed. The chains are snapping. The locks are opening. Relationships are shifting. Someone who once ignored you will not be able to stop thinking about you. Letters with your name are being delivered. Wealth is coming effortlessly because your season of loss is over." The psychic said, "Let the angels finish, because what I see is holy and unstoppable. This soul is rising. Nothing in hell or on earth can block it anymore." She whispered, "I hear voices speaking their name, some with envy, some with regret, some with love." Heaven heard it all. Angels recorded every word. Now the time has come for exposure. The season of lies is ending. Every hidden conversation, every secret action, heaven caught it all. She said, "I see someone younger with admiration, someone older with deep respect, and a friend pretending loyalty while speaking against them. The angels are revealing it because the masks are falling. Heaven will not allow deception to stay around you anymore. While you lived unaware, heaven was watching. Your picture was only a doorway. The truth is, angels have been circling your life, making sure nothing done in secret stays hidden. Now stay, because the next revelation will shake you." The psychic lifted your picture, her eyes filled with light. She whispered, "I see their future written in fire, carved in the book of blessings." The man asked, what do you see?" She said, "I see a path once narrow now turning into golden streets. Doors opening. Opportunities chasing them. Rooms they never thought they would enter. Their names spoken in places far away. Wealth coming, not by struggle but by inheritance. Joy replacing sorrow. Years of tears turning into seasons of laughter. Nights of rejection turning into mornings of celebration. Because their destiny is bigger than their pain, their future louder than their losses, their tomorrow brighter than their past. This soul will not stay hidden. The light in them will cover nations." The psychic trembled, not in fear but awe. She said, "I see Archangel Michael fighting every delay, sealing their forehead with the words, 'Chosen, unstoppable, rising.' Heaven has decided. Nothing can change it. No curse, no human, no demon can erase it. It is final. The court of heaven has ruled, and when heaven rules, earth obeys. What comes next is speed. Things that took years will happen in days. Blessings will chase them. Enemies will be exposed. Masks will fall. Truth will shine. They will not fight. Heaven will fight for them. Honor will come. Those who mocked will watch in silence. Invitations will open doors that were shut. Enemies will whisper, "How is this possible?" But nothing can stop it. Love will rise. Someone carrying feelings will not hide them anymore. Their heart will speak. Wealth will come, unexpected, unexplainable. The season of lack is over. Heaven recorded every tear, every prayer, and ruled in your favor. Your story will shock those who doubted you. Stay awake, stay ready, because the next revelation will expose the hidden deal made against you, and how heaven destroyed it forever. The psychic whispered, "I see it." Someone close, someone trusted, made a secret deal with darkness to block this destiny. They tried to trade their rise for their own. They offered lies for delay. They placed their picture on an altar of envy, saying, "This one must not shine before me." But heaven laughed at their attempt, because no deal, no darkness, no curse can stop what God has already decided. The psychic gripped the table tighter, her whole body shaking as though she could feel the weight of the secret deal burning in the spirit realm. She whispered in a trembling voice, "I see the altar where your picture was placed. I see the hands that carried it, the jealousy in their eyes, the words they spoke in the dark. They thought no one was watching, but heaven saw everything. Angels recorded every word, every whisper, every secret plan. And the moment they signed that spiritual paper, thinking they could delay your rise, heaven's courtroom thundered with rage, because no one touches what belongs to God and lives in peace." The psychic gasped, her breath uneven. She said, "I see fire falling from heaven, fire that burned that altar to ashes, fire that broke the chains tied to your name. I see angels descending with swords, cutting every contract, every curse, every word spoken against you being erased forever." She cried out, "Oh my God, I see it. The deal is destroyed. Heaven itself has torn it apart. Your destiny is free, your future is unlocked, your blessing cannot be stopped anymore. The man holding your picture staggered backward, his face pale. He asked, trembling, "What happens to the one who made the deal?" The psychic lifted her eyes, heavy with visions, and said, "I see them losing the very things they tried to steal. I see everything they built on lies collapsing around them, because heaven says, 'Touch not my anointed. Do my chosen no harm.'" The man swallowed hard as the psychic kept speaking. She said, "I see angels carrying treasures, treasures that were delayed, treasures stolen, treasures locked away. They are returning it all to you. I see letters, contracts, invitations, money, land, property, wealth coming back into your hands. The very things the enemy tried to hide are being released in this season. I see your name shining on heavenly scrolls, sealed with golden light. No one can erase it. No one can delay it. The verdict of heaven stands forever." She clutched your picture to her chest, her voice breaking. "I see the hand of God stamping it with the word approved, 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 3 times written in fire." The man gasped, "Approved for what?" The psychic's body shook violently. She said, "Approved for open doors. Approved for divine connections. Approved for supernatural wealth. Approved for love that will not fail. Approved for honor that will silence every mocker. Approved for speed, blessings coming so fast you will barely have time to catch your breath." She wiped tears from her face, still trembling. "I see chains falling. I see heavy burdens lifting. I see angels dancing in victory, because heaven already knows how this ends." The man whispered, his voice weak, "What do you see next?" She said, "I see your enemies restless. I see sleepless nights hitting those who laughed at you. They will hear your name in dreams. They will see your face when they close their eyes, because heaven is troubling them until they confess, until they release what belongs to you. I see someone waking up in the night, shaking, because heaven keeps repeating your name in their ears." The man froze, staring at her. The psychic whispered, "I see justice coming. Swift justice. Debts cancelled. Wrongs made right. Land returned. Money released. Cases closed. Blessings poured. The courtroom of heaven has spoken. The gavel has fallen. The angels are moving even now as I speak." The man whispered, "What about relationships? What about the faces you saw earlier?" The psychic closed her eyes, tears falling again. She said, "I see masks falling. The fake friend exposed. The secret enemy revealed. The true helper stepping in. The silent lover finally speaking. I see a circle changing, people leaving, people entering. I see God hand-picking everyone around you, because the next season cannot be shared with snakes. It belongs only to those with clean hands and loyal hearts." She cried out again, I see weddings. Yes, I see a wedding coming. I see joy, laughter, dancing, tables full of celebration. I see someone holding your hand with tears of love in their eyes. This love is pure, chosen by heaven itself. No more heartbreak. No more counterfeits. This one will stay. This one will cover you. This one will fight beside you. The man gasped, unable to speak, as the psychic kept going, her voice growing stronger. I see your home glowing with light. I see music playing. I see peace covering every room. I see children laughing. I see blessings filling every corner. Even the walls will feel holy. The air will feel different, because the angels themselves are dwelling there. She said, I see keys. Yes, keys falling from heaven. Keys to cars. Keys to houses. Keys to businesses. Keys to doors that were once locked. The man stuttered, keys? She nodded. Keys represent access. Access to places you were once denied. Access to blessings once delayed. Access to platforms once closed. This is the season of open gates. Nothing can shut what heaven opens. The psychic's hands shook violently. She said, I see scrolls rolling open with your name written on them. Assignments. Callings. Missions prepared for you since before birth. I see you traveling. I see you speaking. I see you shining. I see crowds hearing your name with respect and honor. I see kings and leaders seeking your voice. I see wealth funding your dreams. I see angels guarding every step you take. This destiny is too big, too bright, too heavy for you to fail. She said, I see healing waves touching your body, your mind, your heart. Every hidden pain, every secret wound, heaven is healing it all. I see strength rising in your bones. Energy filling your spirit. Courage flooding your heart, because the next chapter requires a stronger version of you. I see God Himself breathing on you, new life, new power, new authority. She gasped again, her body trembling hard. I see storms rising, but none touching you. Enemies gathering, but none reaching you. Traps set, but none catching you. Weapons formed, but none prospering, because heaven has built a wall of fire around your life. Archangel Michael himself standing with sword drawn, flames circling your name. She said, I see celebrations coming one after another, back to back. So many blessings you will not have room to count them. I see bank accounts filling. I see debts dissolving. I see people sending gifts. I see opportunities chasing you. I see contracts landing in your favor. I see your name becoming a key that opens doors for others too, because your blessing will overflow. She cried louder, I see prophecy fulfilled. I see promises kept. I see prayers answered. The waiting season is over. The rising season has begun. I see you standing on stages. I see you signing papers. I see you walking into rooms you once dreamed of. I see honor, crowns, thrones, tables of abundance. And all of it came because heaven ruled in your favor. She said, I see your story turning into glory so fast even you will stand in awe. The same people who doubted you will watch in silence. The same ones who mocked will bow their heads. The same ones who cursed will bite their tongues, because God Himself has lifted you. She took a deep breath, her voice shaking again. I see fire falling on every evil altar where your name was spoken. I see ashes replacing curses. I see blessings replacing delays. I see victory songs replacing midnight tears. The man whispered, "So it is done." She nodded, tears on her face. It is finished. Nothing can stop what heaven has started. This is your time, your turn, your season, your moment. And as she spoke those words, thunder rolled in the spirit realm. Angels shouted. Chains shattered. Gates opened. And the heavens declared, "Let the chosen one rise. Let the story change. Let the blessings pour. Let the whole world see what God has done." And as the thunder rolled, the psychic fell silent for a moment, her eyes wide as if seeing into another realm, her whole body trembling. She whispered, "Wait, I see more. I see a rider coming, a great angel, his wings like fire, his sword brighter than the sun. The earth shakes under his steps. He carries a seal in his hand. I hear the heavens saying, the time has come to close every evil gate and open every gate of blessing. He stands before the throne of God, awaiting the final command. The King of Glory rises, his voice like rushing waters, saying, "It is done. Release the seal. Let my chosen walk in victory." The angel flies like lightning, descending to the earth. He lands upon the altar where your name was once chained. He strikes it with his sword. Fire explodes. Everything evil burns to dust. Then he takes the seal, presses it upon the ground where your picture once lay, and the word victory appears in letters of fire. The psychic gasps, "Victory, victory, victory." Written 3 times. It cannot be broken. It cannot be reversed. It cannot be stopped. The angel lifts his sword to the heavens and declares, "Let the gates open. Let the treasures flow. Let the destiny of this one be fulfilled." And heaven roars in agreement. I see rivers of gold pouring. I see doors of favor opening. I see angels carrying gifts, crowns, garments, blessings falling like rain. The man stumbles backward, overwhelmed, whispering, "What about the enemies? What happens to them?" The psychic says, "I see confusion striking their camp. I see the very traps they set for you catching them instead. I see their words returning to their own heads. I see their plans collapsing. I see their power fading because heaven has removed their covering. Those who laughed will cry. Those who mocked will hide. Those who cursed will beg for mercy because the hand of God fights for you now. She trembles harder. I see a table, yes, a table, prepared before you in the presence of those enemies. I see cups overflowing, bread plenty, oil running down your head. The King himself sits at the head of the table, smiling, saying, "This is my beloved one in whom I am well pleased. Watch what I will do next." The man whispers, "What is next?" She says, "I see love. Pure love. Chosen love coming like the morning sun. I see a hand reaching for yours, strong, gentle, faithful. I see eyes that carry no lies, no betrayal, no games. This love is covenant love, sealed by heaven, celebrated by angels. I see wedding garments. I see rings shining. I see flowers falling. I see music filling the air. I see tears of joy on your face, because this time no one can break it. This time no one can stop it. This time no one will walk away, because heaven itself wrote this story. She cries, "I see children. Blessed children. Laughing children. Children carrying greatness. Children marked by heaven before birth. I see generations rising from you, carrying light, carrying wealth, carrying wisdom, carrying the fire of God into places you never reached." The man gasps, his heart pounding, and the psychic says, "I see nations calling your name. I see platforms opening. I see kings inviting you. I see wealth flowing. I see buildings, businesses, lands, all carrying your name. The season of smallness is over. The season of fullness has begun. I see angels of speed running with scrolls, everything delayed now coming quickly. Contracts signed. Doors opened. Debts canceled. Properties released. Gifts sent. Miracles breaking out one after another, so many you will have to write them down to remember them all. I see you standing on mountains of influence. I see your voice echoing across borders. I see chains breaking wherever you speak. The glory covering you like a robe. Kings rising when you enter rooms. Demons fleeing when you open your mouth, because the authority of heaven rests on you. She whispers again, "I see healing waves, not only for you but flowing through you. I see sick bodies rising. I see broken hearts mending. I see lost souls returning, because the light on you will draw many." The man falls to his knees, tears streaming down his face, as she keeps speaking. I see the midnight prayers, the tears no one saw, the battles you fought alone. I see God counting every tear, keeping every prayer. None of it wasted. All of it written in books of remembrance. And now the reward season has come. The tables are turning. The script is changing. The story is flipping. The last chapter erased. The new chapter written in gold letters. I see you standing with a crown placed on your head by the King himself, saying, well done. Rise now and shine. The whole earth will see what I have done for you. The psychic suddenly cries out, I hear the sound of trumpets, heavenly trumpets, announcing your season. Angels shouting, gates lifting, chains breaking, scrolls opening. I hear them declaring favor, favor, favor over and over until the skies shake. She gasps again. I see storms forming far away, plans of the enemy trying to rise. But every time they gather, the angel with the sword stands before them. One swing, and they scatter like dust blown by the wind. No weapon, no curse, no word, no trap, no delay can stand anymore because the seal of heaven covers you. She says, I see your name written on walls of nations, on contracts, on deeds, on invitations. I see cameras, lights, platforms, microphones. I see wealth flowing from unexpected places. Kings funding your dreams. People you never met blessing your life. Helpers running from every corner to lift your hands. I see you feeding nations. Building homes. Raising schools. Funding missions. I see thousands calling you blessed. I see your name becoming a key for others to rise to. She gasps again. I see God smiling, saying, this one will be a sign that I lift the forgotten, a sign that I answer prayers, a sign that I overturn darkness, a sign that I bless whom I choose. I see your life becoming a testimony. Books written. Songs sung. Stories told. Because what is coming will be too great to hide. She lifts her eyes, trembling, saying, the last thing I see is the King himself, standing on the throne. His eyes like fire. His voice shaking the heavens. He says, tell them it is over. The delay is over. The tears are over. The battles are over. The shame is over. The losses are over. The curses are over. Tell them to rise. Tell them to shine. Tell them to rejoice, because my favor covers them, my angels surround them, my fire protects them, my blessing floods them. Tell them the season has shifted. The story has changed. The victory is sealed. The future is secured. The glory is released. Tell them no one can curse whom I have blessed. No one can stop what I have started. No one can close what I have opened. And as his voice rolls like thunder, I see angels lifting banners of victory. I see crowns placed on heads. I see nations clapping. I see demons fleeing. I see storms dying. I see graves opening. I see dreams waking. I see the future shining brighter than the sun. And the heavens declare, it is finished. It is done. Let the chosen rise. Let the story change. Let the blessings pour. Let the whole world see what God has done. And as the vision closes, the psychic falls silent, tears on her face. The man stands, shaking, his hands lifted to heaven. And above them, angels sing the song of victory, because nothing will ever be the same again.